Compson Middle School. I'm Kira.
And I'm Sky. Welcome to the AMS TV news for the week of November 23rd.
Let's check out today's positive message.
Go ahead.
Today's positive message was sent in by Gwendolyn F. Be like a sedimentary rock which forms over time. Things take time to form, like friendships and growth, which can't be rushed.
Thanks. Can you think of a positive experience or lesson you learned during the COVID-19 pandemic? If so, please use the link below and share your positive message or experience.
The No Place for Hate Club is sponsoring an anti-bullying poster contest. Here are the rules for entering.
The poster cannot be bigger than 9 by 12 inches. It can include images and words. Your project must focus on the theme of anti-bullying.
The due date is December 3rd, 2020. Drop off your finished poster in the box in the main office.
Limit: 1 entry per person. Write your name, grade, and team on the reverse side of the poster.
Prizes will be awarded to the top 3 winners. Enter the contest and help us keep AMS a No Place for Hate school.
This holiday season, the Community Service Club will be helping AMS families in need.
To help out, take a mitten from the snowman in the cafeteria for a store of your choice and purchase a gift card for that store.
Gift cards can be in any amount and can be dropped off in the collection box in the main office.
All gift cards are due by Friday, December 11th. Thanks for your support.
We'd like to congratulate our very own Mrs. Heedles for being recognized and featured in A Day in the Life. This award goes to the people in our district who go above and beyond. Let's take a look.
On my typical day, I start about 6:20. That's not my schedule, it's just a personal choice. I like to lay the foundation for what my day is ahead. I start looking at frontline, preparing for teacher and staff coverage, email teachers about other coverages I need, and if there's extra quiet time, I start on a project. The phone starts ringing and the teachers start arriving probably just before 7, so we spend the next part of the next hour or so greeting them, getting them things they need to make their day run smoother. The most big part of the day is answering phones, emails, texts, answering staff questions, and helping students. Between all of that, I do a monthly calendar, I put entries into WinCap for attendance, I work on time cards and timesheets, I create claim forms for teachers, I create a monthly checklist for the principal, and all other kinds of various office work. There's no 2 days that are alike, and that's what makes it really exciting. School closed. I was grateful enough to be able to work remotely. I checked the voicemail every day, I visited New York Avenue every 2 weeks to pick up our mail, and I did most of all of my normal responsibilities, but online. I checked in with the teachers, made sure that their claim forms and such were due. I was able to teach them how to sign virtually using Cami and other platforms, and also how to use their phones to scan the work to me. We basically had to reinvent everything. So we sent pictures for a virtual Spirit Week. We created videos to say to the students that we missed you. And I still did attendance work and WinCap work and purchase orders and things like that. Early in June, we all came back and we helped the students empty their lockers, turn in books, uniforms, instruments, and pack up our office for the impending construction. And then later in June, we came in and we printed out certificates for Honor Society and moving up ceremonies. I reviewed all their videos and edited them for those occasions, and I proofed the yearbook so that we can get that out on time. During the pandemic, I also reached out to my clerical staff very often. I texted my duty aides and my special ed aides just to see how they were faring and if they needed anything. We even had a Zoom meeting once in a while. Reaching out to everyone was really a light amidst all the craziness. Now that we're back, my routine has just resumed. We're very cognizant of our surroundings and protecting each other and our students. I never imagined having to add PPE to my warehouse orders, but keeping everyone happy, healthy, and safe is our main priority. Our phone calls for parents have been doing double time as we're trying to allay their fears, give them accurate information on the current instruction plan, and just make sure the students have everything they need to succeed. Everyone's really working tirelessly to make sure that the return is a seamless process. My daughter lives in North Carolina, so we haven't been able to see her for 9 months. And my mom, who has Alzheimer's, had been living with me for the past 6 years, and she was just recently moved to a nursing home in mid-September. At that time, there was no visitation, but thankfully since then, I've been able to be COVID tested weekly and able to visit her. Honestly, this is all the least of it. I'm just grateful that her and my family are healthy, and I constantly pray for everyone else and their loved ones. Really blessed with a really incredible clerical staff. Very amazing duty aides, caring special ed aides, an outstanding food service staff, wonderful security guards, and a custodial crew beyond measure, as well as a very active PTA. The teachers and administrators here are second to none, and this makes AMS a great place to be. It's really a team effort. There's really nothing we wouldn't do for each other. I know this because they were my village when I needed it most. They say if you do what you love, you don't work a day in your life. And I can definitely say that I leave here every day exhausted, but with a full heart.
Thanks, Mrs. Heedles, for all you do for the students and staff here at Tecumseh Middle School. We really appreciate you.
The virtual book fair starts today and runs until December 6th. The link for the fair can be found on the library website at www.amslibrary.com.
This Thursday is Thanksgiving. Let's turn things over to Miss Siska for a special Thanksgiving message.
We often think that poems we read and study were written while the author struggled with the presentation of each word, each line, each thought, and his aim was to educate and enlighten us with his great wisdom. But the reality is that many now classic poems were written in a response to a feeling, a thought, or an emotion. They may have been written hastily on a napkin in a restaurant, or as an emotional response to a great event. The Star-Spangled Banner is an example. Or maybe they're just the author's need to express a thought. The poem I'm about to read fits that last example. I'll explain. From September to early October, many students attended school through the Smithtown Remote Academy. In the class I taught, daily attendance was taken by the students answering a question requiring a simple answer. On September 23rd, I posed the following question. If you were an autumn leaf falling off a tree, where would you like to land and why? That day, I only checked to see that all students could be marked present, but a few days later when I read the responses, my heart skipped a beat. The answers were fun, creative, and inspirational. They were too good not to share, and I decided the best way to do so was in a poem. I added some transitional phrases, deleted repetitive words, and corrected spellings, but otherwise this poem, written by the Smithtown Remote Academy 7th grade ELA students, is in the students' exact words. May their joy inspire you during this Thanksgiving weekend to not only enjoy your family, but to find a time to relax and dream. If I Was an Autumn Leaf Falling Off a Tree, a poem by Asha, Toyo, Ali, Christy, Emily, Luke, Michaela, Lucia, Ian, Brooke, Julie, Zoe, Blake, Stephen, Nick, Aiden, Madalise, Jonathan, Theodore, Gulliser, Robert, Jules, and Emily. If I was an autumn leaf falling off a tree, I would land on the grass because it is soft. It is soft, squishy, and I would not get ruined. I would like to look at the trees and the rest of nature around me so I could be with the other leaves. If I was an autumn leaf falling off a tree, I would land in a little pile of leaves so that a little kid can jump in it, preferably on a flat, wet field of dirt with pieces of grass every now and again. on the ground next to the other leaves, somewhere around the grass, because then no one would walk on me or run over me, but on a pile of leaves for kids to jump into so that they can have some fun. If I was an autumn leaf falling off a tree, I would land in LA to see it. Or Florida, because I could see my family that lives there and it's warmer. If I was an autumn leaf falling off a tree, I would land in a large body of water and drift along to someplace new. Because then I could flow on the ocean and look at the sky and the night and stars. Or in a river to relax and see the world, people and other places in the world. Or in a small pond because creepy crawlers can't swim. Or in a lake, and that way I could peacefully float around. Or in a cool spring so I could float around with no worries. If I was an autumn leaf falling off a tree, I would land on a high hill because you could see everything. And up higher you can get caught on something above the ground so that I wouldn't get stepped on. And where no one could see me as opposed to being in a pile. Because I wouldn't want people to step on me because it's going to hurt if they do. If I was an autumn leaf falling off a tree, I wouldn't want to land.
Thanks, everyone. That's so nice. The AMS TV News will be taking a short break and will return on December 7th.
Thank you for watching and have a very happy Thanksgiving.